Hi, Wellness with Tiffany here. How's everyone doing? I want to talk about some postpartum stuff. So here are 5 things I wish people knew about postpartum. First thing, your body needs a lot more time to heal. 6 weeks is an arbitrary number. 6 weeks is an arbitrary number. It was pulled out of a doctor's hat and given to the masses. Um, your body was creating a person for 40 weeks. And then that person was pushed out of you. You pushed that person out. And a whole organ that was grown specifically for the person that you pushed out detaches from your uterus and leaves your body too. That's a lot of stuff going on. We need more time for birthing people to rest in recovery. And what do I mean by rest and recovery? I mean resting. Resting in the bed, on the couch, feet up, napping, eating, drinking, nursing, and bonding with your baby. I know it's not always feasible for everyone to be able to do that. With that being said, do it to the best of your ability. Right? Like, I like to tell everyone, leave the dishes, leave the laundry, leave the house. It's easy to say that when you're not the one living in the house. It's easy to say that when you're not the one doing the work, right? So, number 2 about postpartum is folks need help. Folks need support. Not everyone may be able to afford a doula and a postpartum doula. This is when community is really important. This is when having friends and family and neighbors that can help take care of you in these first 6 months after having a baby, 6 months to a year. Like, postpartum is a year. It's not 6 weeks. It's not 6 weeks. It's a full year, if not more sometimes. So having some sort of support system is something I really, really believe every birthing person ought to have. And so what happens if you don't, right? You live in an area where you don't have friends and family around, you don't know your neighbors, you can't afford a doula. That's when we have these social media streets. That's when you reach out and see, are you part of a neighborhood group? Is there anyone that can come once a week, maybe for 2 hours, help you do laundry, wash some dishes? Creating those kind of bonds before baby arrives is also a great idea. So if you don't know your neighbors while you're pregnant, go and introduce yourself. Make friends with your neighbors so that when baby comes, you do have at least one person who can check in on you and help you out. The third thing that I think we really need to talk about more in postpartum is nutrition. I tell my clients, I want you to be eating. If you're nursing all the time, I want you to be eating all the time. What does that look like? Well-balanced, nutritious snacks and meals, right? So nuts, yogurts, lean meats if you eat meat, proteins, fiber, Lots of fiber. Fiber is really important to get those bowels moving, especially if you had a cesarean and that whole process. I mean, your guts are taken out and then they're put back in, and so it can disrupt how your bowels move. So having that fiber to really make sure that you are having bowel movements every day, drinking enough water, drinking juices and fruits so that you're getting minerals and electrolytes and vitamins. If your eating habits prior to pregnancy and birth were not where you would like them to be, this is a great opportunity to get them where you would like, right? So I am a person who really believes in the magic of the word and. So, you love ice cream? Great. Have your ice cream and add some fruit to it so you get some fiber and some vitamins, right? You like French fries? Fantastic. Add a salad, right? So we don't have to deprive ourselves, because when we start doing that, it makes it harder to eat the right foods. So I believe in adding. Just add fruits, add vegetables, add nuts, add chia seeds, add ground flax seeds, add nutritional yeast, add herbs, add spices, add these things to what you're already eating to enhance the nutritional value and to make it palatable, right? Like, we need to eat what we enjoy. I don't believe in eating foods that you don't enjoy for the sake of nutrition. We need to eat what we enjoy. So that was 1, 2, 3. That was rest, community support, nutrition. The fourth thing I would like to talk to folks about postpartum that I don't think we speak enough about is this sleep. We talk about it, but I don't think that the conversation is around the proper parties. When we talk about sleep in postpartum, most times people are talking about the baby sleeping. How do we get the baby to sleep so I can sleep? Well, you don't get to control the baby. Babies sleep when they are going to sleep. Babies do not suffer from lack of sleep. It is the adults who are taking care of them who suffer from lack of sleep. So let's not worry about if the baby's getting sleep, because the baby is going to sleep. The baby's going to sleep whenever the baby sleeps, right? In the middle of the morning, maybe in the middle of the night, in the middle of the afternoon. Baby is going to get his or her sleep. However, it is us, those who are caretaking, who are lacking in the sleep department. So how do we rectify that? How do we get sleep? You'll hear people say, sleep when the baby sleeps. I say, sleep when the baby sleeps. That's ideal, right? It's not always possible. A lot of times people are anxious and it's hard for them to sleep when the baby is sleeping, because if they're a new parent, new parents love to watch babies breathe because they want to make sure that they're breathing while they're sleeping. So there can be a lot of anxiety around letting go there. So what I talk to my clients about is, how do we maximize the sleep that we are getting so that it is the most restful sleep that we can be getting, right? So I use Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra is my jam. I love Yoga Nidra. It is the yogic sleep. You do not move your body. You use your consciousness to pinpoint different parts of your body or sensations or recall images. And in that process, your body begins to relax in such a manner that it puts you into a deep sleep. And that sleep is so restful and so regenerative that it can feel, a 20-minute Yoga Nidra session can feel like a 3-hour nap. So I highly recommend my clients use Yoga Nidra every time they're about to go to sleep. This way, they're already priming themselves to get into that relaxation mode. I know a lot of new parents are scared that they may not hear the baby cry. You will hear your baby cry. Even if you missed the first 10 seconds of the cry, you will hear your baby cry. You will wake up. You will wake up. So we don't have to worry about not waking up. You will wake up. So trying to maximize the sleep that we're getting, right? And when I say sleep when the baby is asleep, in the middle of the day, baby's taking 3-hour naps. I know it may seem like a great time to do the laundry, to do those dishes. I'm going to ask you to not do it. I'm going to ask you to not do it. I'm going to ask you to lay down next to your baby. They're in a bassinet. Pull that bassinet right up next to the bed. You sleep, baby sleep. You're on the couch. Pull the bassinet up to the couch. You're asleep, baby sleep. When we are overtired, and especially if you're nursing, so you're up, you're on the clock 24 hours a day. It's really important that when you can get those Z's, that you do, that you don't put them off for a later time. Because quite honestly, right, when baby's not eating and baby's awake, we can put laundry in then. We can start the dishes. Maybe they all don't get done. We can pick up something when baby's awake. Let's not save those things for when baby is asleep so that you can sleep when baby sleeps. And the fifth thing that I think we don't talk enough about in postpartum is celebrating yourself. Really taking a moment to sit in awe and wonderment of what you've just created. It is an absolute miracle. Babies are miracles. Life is a miracle. So really taking a moment to appreciate yourself, your partner, talk about what this change is feeling like, maybe journaling about it, doing something special for you, if that's lighting your favorite incense, if that's lathering your, prized shea butter on your body, having that meal that you were craving during pregnancy, but really taking a moment to give gratitude to you. You've done something absolutely incredible, and you should be rewarded. You should be rewarded. So those are the 5 things I think we need to talk more about in postpartum. I'll see you next time. All right, peace.